It's good. I mean, to have some comfortability, with your partner. There's a lot of communication with the O-line anyway. And the fact that they know each other well and have played with each other in game experience, we are the most experienced group offensively. So when I look at the whole offense and what I want to do offensively, knowing that I can lean on them helps a lot. I don't know, just more continuity. We do have a new center, which is, our quarterback up front. And, having new centers, there's 3 of them battling it out for the starting spot. And, just that position, with the others, correlating it together and getting together is probably the biggest hopeful improvement we'll see. I don't know, it's difficult, obviously, but, you kind of look at it as a whole. We're the most experienced, but we're not that experienced. Okay, have Jordan McAdoo, who started a couple games last year. Of course, Aaron Blount and Clayton Blount started the whole year, but that was their first year to play. And then Trey, who had played 2 years ago a lot, and then played half of last year, then got hurt, is coming back from an injury. So you look at it as we got 4 or 5 starters back. That's kind of skewed a little bit, but we just kind of look at it as a whole and see what piece fits the best and go from there. As long as Brent or Corbin or Ty say ready, go, and they can hear it, they'll be all right. Because really the quarterbacks don't make they don't make any calls for the O-line. They just do the snap call. So as far as from quarterback to O-line, as long as they all keep their cadences the same, we don't have much of a problem there. Definitely, going into last year, we had 3 really, really established guys, until Trey got hurt. But with Lance, Cameron, and Trey, and then, Trey and Cameron both unfortunately went down with injuries. And, but Aaron and Clayton had kind of established their spot on last year's team. Now this year they're going to get pushed a little bit by Jake Ropke and Tanner Serbers, who's come on really well, had a great spring. Kind of taking over a more comfortable role in the offense. So I wouldn't say there's anything just set in stone.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It helps a lot. Even in the spring, I could tell there's a big difference from the year before. We just, it seemed like everything went a lot smoother from the beginning, and everybody really knows what they're doing. And, we lost a lot of great guys, Lance from the O-line, Moses, but we got a lot of guys that have stepped in, and, it's flowed really well. Especially, I've noticed a big difference since the spring. Just everybody jumping back in and playing real well. You can't replace Lance Ewell's. We're doing our best. We got a lot of guys that could step up right now and play that spot. Somebody will, but you can't replace Lance Ewell's. But we got a lot of guys that are very capable of playing, and we're gonna have a better O-line this year than we did last year. But we got him on the staff now, and it's great having him. He's got a great football mind. We're all great pass blockers. Got to get a lot better at run blocking, but pass blocking, as far as that goes, we're all really good at that. And we're working to get better at run blocking. We changed the scheme up, and it's gonna be a big difference maker for us this year. Yeah, it's different. You can tell a difference every once in a while not having Eck back there. There's a few things that they do a little bit differently, but really, at the end of the day, we make all our calls, and they just say ready, go. We got to make our calls on our own. He's worried about whoever the Q is worried about a lot of other things. So, they're all 3 doing great, or 4 actually. But really, there's not I can't tell a big difference from quarterback to quarterback because they really just say ready, go, and that's about it. I'm very excited. Very excited. Looking forward to it, and everybody's working harder. Everybody's stronger this year, faster. You can tell a difference. Just from even last year, this year, and we got a lot of talent. Even though we lost a lot of guys, we got a lot of great talent, and everybody's bigger and stronger, and really excited to get things rolling this year.
Being older and being a veteran is always good to get everybody to come together and be able to push the young guys too. Yeah, we lost Lance. That's a big deal, but we got other guys that step in and play their butts off. So by far, we're better than we've ever been, but there's always changes. There's new schemes. There's new everything. It's just a learning experience to whatever comes at us. Well, of course, we don't want it to be a fluke thing, and we want to build off our success and be better than we were last year, because now people are going to come at us, not take us easy, so we're going to have to play even harder. Even though it's my second year of playing, it's still going to be a learning curve, and 10 games is 10 games. It's not very much, so I just have to move on and keep playing as hard as I can.
It's been going well. It's been probably the toughest 10 months of my life. It really challenged me, but at the end of the day, it kind of made me better for it, you know? So, I mean, right now, first day of practice, felt good. It still hurts a little bit, but I mean, that's expected. So we'll see what happens the next few days. I'm not really too worried about it. It's good. I mean, it's awesome. I'm a little excited. I have a little mixed feelings about it. I mean, it's my last year. I kind of went out on a bad note last year, so I feel like I should have had more time, I guess. But yeah, it's awesome. Just my teammates, playing with them one more time before I have to go. So, just making every day count. Hey, it's awesome. It's very important. At the end of the day, it comes how well you, how close you are with your offensive line. And I feel like even outside of the football field, we're all really close. And I think at the end of the day, that really makes a big difference playing on the field with him. Don't get lackadaisical with it. Just because we are the best unit on the offense as a whole, straightforward. But we just can't. We can't show that. We have to take every day as we have to keep learning. We got to keep learning. We just put in some new stuff, so we got to keep learning. Trying to be perfect, but it's pretty hard to be perfect. So we're just trying to try to be perfect. You know what I mean? Just how comfortable everyone is with each other. Communication is huge playing on an offensive line, and that's one thing. Right now, I'm rotating with 2-3 different groups, and every one of them, everyone's pretty comfortable with each other from what I'm telling. So, just communication is the most important thing. So I can tell you this, we were 6 guys my redshirt freshman spring, and now we have 19 of us, and we have 120 dudes in that locker room, and we used to have about 60 maybe. So if that tells you anything, things are turning around here. So I'm excited. Community-wise, just everyone seems to know who you are nowadays. It used to not be like that. Coming my freshman, sophomore year, it's kind of like, oh, you play football? Cool. Now it's like, oh, you play football for Emporia State? That's awesome.